My mom, 52 female, called me, 28 female, selfish over an incident that happened when I was a teenager. Am I the a-hole or is she? That's always a good one.
I know. You know it's going to be a good one when it starts off like that.
I feel like as the mom, I'm thinking, come on, mom, don't be the a-hole, but
Yeah.
because teenagers are tough. Let's see
Yeah,
what happens.
teenagers are tough.
So,
We
I,
know.
28 female, was visiting my mom this weekend and I turned a video on while we crafted. Smosh's new Reddit video. One of the first videos they cover is on the story of a mother losing her daughter's Louis Vuitton bag. We listened to it and I said it sounded similar to the phone incident we had when I was younger. My mom got really defensive and said that I was selfish as a teenager and I'm acting selfish now. We argued for a bit and she said, I wonder what Reddit would think of our story. So I decided to find out. So here's the story. For my 15th birthday, my grandpa sent me a new smartphone in the mail. I was incredibly excited about it, and my mom was really upset. She said that it was inappropriate for me to have a more upgraded phone than she did. He sent me the newer version of the phone she had, and that there was no way she was going to let me have the phone. So instead of transferring my SIM card to my new phone, she went and transferred hers to the new phone and mine to her phone.
Oh, that's messed up.
Her argument was that I still had a newer phone than my previous one, so I should be grateful. But given the new smartphone had been a gift, I was really upset and called my grandpa, her dad, to complain. He then called her and chewed her out for it, which made her yell at me for involving him. She said again there was no reason for me to have such an upgraded phone when I only used it to talk to my friends, and she used her phone for work. Our argument went on for over a week before I just dropped it, but I was bitter for a long time. She continued to bring up the unbelievably selfish way I had acted and that she was disappointed to have raised such a selfish daughter.
Ooh, that's brutal.
Every once in a while, especially at family gatherings, the story will be brought up by someone and the argument starts all over. It's like never ending. My brother, 17 at the time, and my dad stayed neutral on it. And my grandpa was pissed, but he lived in another country and couldn't do much, but called my mom like he did. That's the story. My mom called me selfish again when I brought it up and said that my continued bitterness towards this event just goes to show how ungrateful and entitled I am. No matter how many times I tell her what she did was pretty messed up. So who is the a-hole? Edit. The intention was always to show the verdict to this post to my mom since it was her idea to see what Reddit would think. I texted her and asked her if there was anything she'd like to add before I forwarded the post to her and just got this back. So this is from mom.
Uh-oh.
As I have said, it was not appropriate for a girl of your age to have a more capable smartphone if you weren't going to use it for anything other than texting your friends. Your grandpa did not ask me before sending the phone to you. I told you that you could not have the phone and you continued to ask for it, so I gave you my old phone as a compromise, which was a newer and nicer phone than the one you had, and you still continued to ask for the newer one even after I said no. I maintain that your behavior was that of a selfish teenager, and I think any moms on Reddit will agree with me. Hopefully your post puts an end to this argument.
Oh.
I will add that she said this weekend that this was before Instagram. What would you have used the phone for? The new phone in question was a Samsung Galaxy 2. My mom had the Samsung Galaxy 1, and I had a Nokia slider phone before my grandpa sent me the new one. She did say edit number 2. I'm going to take screenshots of this post and send them to my mom after work. We'll try to update when I can. I don't expect she'll be happy, but I agree with her that hopefully we can stop bringing this up.
Well,
So, what are your thoughts?
my thoughts, I think the mom was wrong.
Mm.
So this is just me, my opinion. But if my dad sends over something nice for my son or my daughter, it's a gift from him to them, I'm
Yeah.
okay with it. I don't care if they have something nicer than me. It's not a big deal to me.
Yeah, I think that like if it's family resources and we're using our family resources and we have to get phones for the family and because I did work on my phone for a very long time, I think if we were using family resources, yes, I should have the nicer phone. I'm working, I'm using it for work. I have to have maybe a little bit more internet access, whatever the case may be. I have to have a better phone.
Right.
But that's not coming out of the family resources. It was a gift.
It was a gift,
right?
yeah. And I think that's where I have the problem with it, the fact that it was a gift, and the grandpa wouldn't have sent it
Mm-hmm.
and and then the mom saying that, yeah, your grandpa didn't even ask me, if it was okay. I just don't understand why it would even
Yeah.
be an issue.
Because she already had a phone.
Yeah.
So I could see if she didn't have a phone at all, and the mom was like, "We're not there
Yeah.
yet. I don't want you to have a phone." And she's 15. It's not like she's 12.
Well, what about the comment that she made? I use my phone for work. She had just the previous generation one. That one would have just one
Not-
generation above isn't a game changer on whether or not she could do her job or not.
Right.
correctly.
Right. Or I could even see her maybe asking, "Hey, what if we do a switcheroo, and would you
Talking
be
to
okay?"
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to tell her that she's selfish, she's a kid.
Yeah.
She got a gift. Heck
Yeah.
yeah, she wants that gift.
Yeah,
But
of course.
I think too, if you think about like if Grandpa had sent her money and then she went and bought her own phone,
and it was better than her mom's.
and it was better than her mom's, would she have taken it? You know?
That's a good.
I mean,
that's
I don't know. I always try to think of a few different.
Yeah.
So
No.
our consensus is we think mom's the a-hole.
I think mom's wrong.
Yeah.
I think mom's wrong. Guys, let us know down below what you guys think.
Let me go ahead, and I do want to at least read it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Go
I
ahead.
wanted to at least read. So there was. It said no consensus, but well, she was voted not the a-hole.
She was.
The commenter, the person who's writing in, the daughter. Yeah.
Oh.
And so
The daughter's not
the daughter's not the a-hole. Yeah. So relevant comments though. Commenter number 1: Your mom told you to take this to Reddit. She needs to browse more. People here generally don't like bullies. The person writing said she likes it when I put on the Reddit videos when we hang out, but has otherwise never explored Reddit. But even in that video, the Smosh people absolutely called that mother the a-hole, and my mom was like, well, our thing is completely different. So she can't see when she's wrong. Commenter 2: So gift-stealing mother thinks you are selfish. Okay. Does she do this with other gifts, like take money from a gift from you? Oh, I mentioned money too.
Yeah.
This is the only time in my life she's ever done something this extreme, which is why I think it gets brought up to this day, because it's such a wild situation for us and sticks out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So commenter 3: You are not the asshole, but your mom certainly is. It takes a hell of a lot of nerve to steal your child's gift because you want it and then claim that the child is selfish. Yeah, like you took a gift from your... I don't know.
This one's absolutely crazy.
Your mother's take is strictly self-serving, so she doesn't have to admit that she's wrong for stealing from her own child.
Yeah. That is crazy. No, she's definitely in the wrong, I think. But her being 15, she don't have a lot of...
Yeah, not a lot of power.
Yeah, not a lot of power at that age, man. You just got to suck it up at that point, right or wrong.
Do you want to hear? Oh, there was an update in October. Let's see, October. This is a little bit of an older one, so there is an update.
Okay.
Posting an update here instead of "Am I the asshole?" So this came through just a regular informational thing as I was searching for ideas here. So I can just add screenshots. It is unfortunately not much of an update. I sent my mom about a dozen screenshots from the then 100 or so comments on the post right when I got off work. She didn't acknowledge or respond to them for a while, kept trying to talk about other things, and I had to keep pressing her to read the comments. I did most of the heavy lifting. She kept trying to change the subject, and I had to keep redirecting. I tried to call her a few times after she said she read the comments, and she would not answer, even though I think talking over text made this infinitely more frustrating. I don't feel like we can come to any conclusion other than to never bring it up again. The final screenshots from my brother Jay. Thanks for everyone for giving me better language to talk about the situation and sharing similar experiences. I think it is just something my family has never been able to get over, as stupid as it is. My grandpa passed 3 years ago, so unfortunately we cannot get his opinion. So she puts in some of the text messages between her and her mom. I'm kind of curious about the brother. He said FFS, for fuck's sake, is PhoneGate finally over? So this person said, I commented on your original post, but in my mind, I had predicted that this was going to be a reaction. This is such a frustrating response, but just accept it and roll with it. Some people will just never admit that they are wrong. That takes a lot of grace, and I'm sorry a person who can't help but berate her own daughter is incapable of having such grace. So why keep that expectation? I mean, if the verdict would have been that you indeed were the a-hole, she would have rubbed it in your face. But since she's been named the a-hole, she wants to move on with life and forgive and forget.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, so, there's, people are frustrated with mom because mom is not, she's not owning up. She's not accepting responsibility.
No, and she wanted this to go to Reddit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, take it, right? You're the one that wanted it to go to Reddit.
And I think actually, to be honest, the fact that they still have a fairly decent relationship, that they're hanging out and crafting and I think that's good. And it probably says mom's probably not too toxic, except for in this particular situation.
Scenario.
So strange. Who knows? Maybe there's more
there
daddy
might be
issues with her dad or something, and
Yeah,
a jealousy factor or something. I don't know.
Oh, excuse me, guys.
But yeah,
there might be,
yeah, that was kind of a fun one because they're okay. I think.
Yeah, I think they're
everything's
fine.
fine.
Yeah, but the mom got what she got what she deserved.
She wanted to know.
Yeah, she
There
wanted
it
to know. Obviously doesn't know Reddit, right?
Yeah, you know Reddit.
Yeah, I know Reddit, man.
Awesome. So let us know what you think. If you like hearing more stories like this, let us know, and we'll keep coming
All
out
right,
with new
guys.
stuff.
Catch you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Peace out.